Anyway, so I guess take this as your sign if you want to do something random and whimsy today. Okay, this is so random, but this house sit that I'm doing for the rest of the week, they have like a garden and stuff just to like keep an eye on, and they have fresh mint, which I normally don't have fresh mint available, and so I just got a on a whim idea to make mint lemonade, which sounds really good right now. It's been raining, so it's finally stopped long enough for me to come out here. There's a plant. Also, this is so cool. It catches the rainwater from the roof, and then they use it in their garden over there. There's also a lot of ripe tomatoes that I should go pick, but I'm not going to do that right now. I should though. I'm going to. That way I can make like soup or something. I don't know. I don't like my tomatoes unless they're in a sauce. So, and this is the puppy. That's Knox. Okay. So the recipe said that I needed like 25 leaves. So I'm going to pick those. I also chewed one earlier today. I need 2 hands for this, but these are really yummy to just chew for fun too. Mint leaves acquired. It smells so good. It smells like gum. I'm a sucker for mint. Like, I love mint chocolate so much. There was actually a K-drama that I really enjoyed called Tale of the Nine-Tailed, and one of my favorite character quirks was he absolutely went feral for mint chocolate ice cream, and I was like, I relate to that. So now I just gotta gather, oh my gosh, the other ingredients. Okay, the lighting's a little weird, but all of their lights are like big lights, and I hate big lights, so it'll be fine. Okay, so I also need lemon juice, which they have some fancy lemon juice. They also have like actual lemons, so I might use that too because I don't want to use up all of their fancy juice. I'm pretty sure they use this for like cocktails or something. I do try to like be mindful when I'm in someone else's house not to use up everything. So okay, so I'm trying to remember lemon juice, water, obviously. Oh, sugar. Let's see. The pantry's all the way over here. Oh, here's sugar. It's granulated. Oh, here we go. Slay. They have raw organic sugar. We're gonna do that. We're gonna be so healthy. Okay. I apologize for the puppy going crazy. I might need to let him out. Do you want to go out? There you go. My gosh. Anyway, hopefully he doesn't run circles in the flower bed again. Because fun fact, I had just texted the owner. I'm like, oh, he's being so good. And then right after I sent that text, he decided to go feral in the flower beds. And then jumped on the bed with his dirty paws. And I was like, well, I'm not going to tell your parents that you actually ended up being a bit of a butthead right after that. I bragged on you. Anyway, okay, so I'm going to have to stop this. That way I can remember what recipe I'm doing. Okay, I have the first step memorized, and it is to make the simple syrup. So the only problem is I cannot find measuring cups for the life of me. Like, I've been using this mason jar, but it would be really helpful to have like an actual thing for the sugar. So, you know, sometimes I do not understand people's houses. I'm like, so why was this your decision? Oh my gosh, that was so loud. I'm so sorry. I've been through this whole kitchen and I'm still looking because I'm like, surely I missed it. Here's another mason jar I could use, but it's liquid. Oh, found it. Never mind. Maybe I haven't been through this whole kitchen. I lied. I'm sorry. Okay. Also, I think the saucepan I have is way too big. So, never mind. I just watched. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. That was probably really loud. See, this is what happens when I'm left to my own devices. I decide to just make random shit because I can. I should be working, but we're just embracing a little bit of whimsy for a hot second so I can have some lemonade. Does this have a cup? Yes, okay. It's that time of my cycle where I have like a lot of energy, but actually I might need this. But it's been raining so much that it's kind of affected my mood and energy a little bit. Was I supposed to? Oh, it's fine. It's fine. The amount of times I have to modify recipes because I did something too early. This is simple syrup. I'm sure that's fine. Also, the mint smells amazing. I'm so excited. Abby's coming over later. For context, it's Sunday, July 12th. So this will be fun to drink as well. That's a lime. Naomi. Okay, let me just grab all the lemons first. But speaking of the weather, I think I've talked about this a few times. I can get pretty gnarly migraines, and they're not the typical like how people talk about like they get tunnel vision or something. Like, ma'am, that way. I don't have that problem. I've never had a vision problem. I don't get like the fuzzy or the like white noise or static or anything. But I don't know. I still get pretty bad headaches. And so medical professionals, don't come after me. Don't want to hear it. My grandma was an RN, and this is what she told mom to do after she had, lots of babies and didn't want to do the whatever medicine they were telling her to do. I'm multitasking. Probably not the best idea because I don't want that sugar to burn. That did not take long. Cool. Okay. So the thing is, what my Grammy told my mom to do is to take what she called a megadose, and it was like dividing the max amount of 24 hours you could do aspirin, ibuprofen, and Tylenol, and split that in 3 and take all. So it was a dose for 24 hours. Anyway, so as an adult, that's what I've been doing for my headaches. Oh, that squirted everywhere. Which, if you know a thing or two about ibuprofen, we all know about Tylenol now, which I'm like, well, I was mostly developed when I started taking it, so I'm sure it's fine. But, wow, it is all done. Right? I would show you guys, but you're on a stand, so. Hang on, this isn't probably the best angle either. You can't see anything I'm doing. I'm just talking at you. I will move the camera in a second. I should probably take that off. Okay. Oh my gosh. Someone's firing guns. It's okay. Hey, you're fine. Yes, I know. Where was I? Oh, megadose. Anyway, obviously, that's not that great for your liver. But I've prayed over my liver several times, and I haven't had really any issues even after doing Accutane, which is also not that great for your liver. I don't know. It has never really come up when I'm had biofeedback or anything like that done. It's never popped up. They've just told me to watch it because they already know that I did Accutane or whatever. So it's never been a problem, but there's been a lot of personal prayer over my liver and making sure everything's okay. Hey, Knox, shut it. Okay, you're going outside. Go outside, go be big and scary outside. One of the triggers for my headaches is the barometric pressure, which this week has been doing its own fun little whimsical roller coaster of annoyance. So knew that in advance of this week. This is not going to be that great of a week for me. I forgot how much lemon juice I'm supposed to do. Pause. Okay. Hopefully you cannot hear him because I do have the door open because we have a screen door and I'm going to use it because I need fresh air. Those are milliliters, which we don't use here in the States for some reason. I'll have to strain out the seeds later. Okay. So we're done with that. Anyway, so knew that last week that this week was going to be really bad, and I was coming off of my menstrual cycle into my follicular, and that can also be a bit of a triggering time for my headaches. It's really hard to nail down, like, why am I having a headache today? So I was going to do something. So I did a little research, which now includes a lot of social media because there's just so many very knowledgeable and qualified creators that are, giving information, so you don't have to just rely on like what mainstream media is telling you. So I saw several reels about this. I do not know how to pronounce this, but I found like there's like 200 in there, I guess. I don't know what that number means. But I got a pack of 3 of these on Amazon for like $15. And whenever I got another app that like tracks the barometric pressure specifically, and they have like earplugs to go with the app, and I can't do earplugs because of my tinnitus. So I just like use it to track like whether I should be doing a regular dose of this. And so I've been doing it at morning and night. It's supposed to help with like mucus stuff, which I guess barometric pressure affects your sinus pressure, which that makes sense because I get sinus headaches a lot too. So I've been doing it morning and night, and then if it's like a really rainy day or like I can feel it affecting me, I'll do it like, I think the max dose is 5, which I do try not to overdo doses on things. And that's been working really well. Like this whole week, haven't had to take any of my normal pain meds, just that, except for, and even one evening I had a pretty bad migraine that wasn't touching. And so I just went to bed early. It was already like 8 o'clock. So I just went to bed an hour early and slept really well and felt better the next morning. But yesterday I had a pretty gnarly headache, and it was like noon, and I'm like, I still have work that I need to do and whatever. And this was like bad enough where it was like making me nauseous and stuff. So I did take a mega dose yesterday and lay down and listened to an audiobook for an hour with an ice pack. And then I felt mostly better. I still didn't get a ton of work done yesterday. So for the most part, that's been working really well. I have not been that consistent in like my brain exercises and stuff from functional neurology. We're working on that. Right now, I'm trying to blend all of that with the metabolic stability thing. All right, I need to stop talking and do the mint leaf things. But yeah, so that's just really cool. I wanted to tell you guys about that because I'm pretty open and honest about my health journey, which, yeah. So I need to find like a something, whatever that's used for cocktails is what I need. And they have a fancy drinking cabinet over here, but I don't see what I'm looking for. Okay. What can I use to crush leaves? Oh. I might have just pinched my finger. Hang on. I'm so proud of myself. I just didn't curse my head off at you guys with my mic on. Not that I would. Actually, fun fact, I usually don't cuss if I like hurt myself. Usually. Sometimes it calls for it. Most of the time, I'm just don't have a filter. I literally saw a boldy a little bit ago. All right, hang on. I'm gonna have to look at the recipe to figure out what. Oh, it says I can use a wooden spoon. Okay, that's fine. That's what we're gonna do. I also reuse dirty dishes a lot because I don't want to have to wash dishes again. Or run the dishwasher so many times. All right, so it says to crush the leaves. I saw another recipe. I'm so sorry. I hope he is not annoying in the audio. I'm about to close that door. Another recipe I read online said you can just like tear the leaves because the point is to release the taste and the smells. Well, already the smell's kind of there. Hang on, I want to close that door. He'll be fine. This will not take that long. Okay. Also, notice that I keep looking at myself in the camera, and it's always to like double check my framing's good, but then I look like a weirdo looking at myself. Sorry. Okay. This smells so good. I will have to do a little tasty test before Abby comes. Because she just got back from a mission trip down to Georgia, like a localish mission trip. So I don't want to put her on camera. It's technically her Sabbath, so I'll just like let you guys know in the caption what she thought. But I will do a little personal taste test. I know I said earlier to do like 20, 25 leaves. I did 30 because they're of varying sizes, and I also really like mint. So we're gonna try that. Also, I just remembered Abby doesn't love mint. It'll be fine. You cannot see what I'm doing, literally just staring at the thing. I'm going to turn the camera around so you guys can see all of the pretty green leaves and stuff. Okay, hopefully this works. For some reason, I couldn't bend the camera that way. So you're getting this selfie camera, which, whatever, it's fine. But hopefully you can see my bowl. Because I can't tell. Actually, I'm going to bend down and look and make sure. Okay, there we go. That's good. I thought that was my sister, and I'm like, that's a little early for her to be here. That was the dog. Okay. I guess he wants to come in. He's looking a little anxious. He's such a baby. He's only 8 months. Hey, buddy, you want to come in? Hello. Sir. I honestly don't know how much of his growling and barking is coming through. Ah! Okay, well. There's the leaves. My hands smell amazing. All right, this is the simple syrup. I'm going to use a wooden spoon that I just used earlier. I don't think I'll need to like do too much on the crushing side since I already whipped the leaves. Wow, I almost splashed that everywhere. Okay, we're going to assume that that's good. I think that's thoroughly crushed. Like me when, you know, Holy Spirit's doing his work and life is lifing. Let me get my camera back. Ah! I'm trying not to like totally mess up the camera. Okay. So I have the mint leaves and the simple syrup. Get down in there. And then I have the lemon juice. I don't remember what I'm supposed to do next, so hang on. Okay, so the leaves have to steep for like 10 minutes. So I set a timer. Don't worry, I'm not going to talk for 10 minutes. In hindsight, I could have talked about the migraine stuff while doing this, but that's okay. Y'all got a crap ton of multitasking. So I will be back when this is done. Also in hindsight, I should have just put the recipe on like my laptop so I don't have to continually stop the camera, but it's fine. I'm going to edit this, so. Okay, the timer has gone off. So this is all steeped. Now I need to put all of the ingredients together. So they don't have a pitcher, or I couldn't find one. So we're just gonna use this that was just sitting on the counter. I'll clean it. It'll be fine. I also could not find a strainer. So in theory, I'm thinking this will work. I used this for ravioli the other day. So we'll see. Let's do the lemon juice first because just want to catch the seeds. So that was the 3/4 of a cup of lemon juice, which is about 6 lemons is what the recipe said. And I used a combination of squeezing the lemons and the fancy lemon juice. All right, now let's see if this works. Okay. Now, oh, that's really good. That's really nice. I think I'm gonna save these to make, I'm pretty sure I can make tea with this since they're fresh. That would be really nice. All right. Now I need 5 cups of water. This is two. This is a pint, right? 10, 12. Maybe? If I fill it up all the way. Okay. I'll be back. Okay, I probably should have used filtered water from the fridge, but their tap water is not that bad, so I'm sure it'll be fine. So that's all stirred up together, and then supposed to add ice. This is such, look how big this thing is compared to almost 6 cups of liquid. I might have to look and see if there's a picture around here. But for now, we'll just make it work. I'm gonna reuse this glass over here and get some ice. I'm just gonna do enough for a cup. Do you want an ice cube? Here you go. He really likes ice. I think, whoa. This is not a very portable thing. That worked out really well. That's really good. The mint is super light though, which Abby will probably like. I could use a little bit more. But for a first try at a random recipe I found on the internet, it's not that bad. That's really good. Very refreshing. Perfect for a summer rainy day, I guess. It'll be fine. Anyway, so I guess take this as your sign if you want to do something random and whimsy today.